guys, today I wanted to share with you a hair company that I was introduced to, and I had been complaining to my girlfriend about my postpartum hair loss and my thinning, and I noticed I wasn't having any volume. My hair just looked so dull. Every time I went to go do my hair, I was just like, oh, I was just so frustrated with it. I kept making hair appointments with my hairstylist and trying to do something different besides just chopping it off, because I was at that point where I just wanted to chop it off. So my girlfriend, I was telling her about my hair, and she said, you know, I'm using this stuff and her hair looks fabulous. I mean, it's shiny, it's soft, it's beautiful. And so I was talking to her about it, and she gave me some samples, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And I tried it, and I loved the volume that I got. I mean, the first time I used it, I was blown away. I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to get this stuff. And so I have my cosmetology license, so I've always used high-end, high-quality products. And I was using a good shampoo. I used this smoothing serum, and I mean, I put everything on my hair to try to get it to look decent. And I was using so many products. If I took you into my bathroom and showed you my cabinet, the arsenal of stuff that I had under there is just ridiculous, because I was always there at Cosmoprof or Salon Centric trying to buy something else to smooth, to shape, to control the curl, to give me more volume. I mean, I had a ton of products. So after I used this product, I was like, wow, my shampoo that I thought, you know, I was using, and it wasn't really doing anything for my hair. I wasn't happy about it. It was just, you know, I was using it thinking it's helping smooth the postpartum frizzy. So after using this, I curled my hair, and I noticed my curls were so much smoother, and my hair was just so soft. And I normally don't touch my hair. I try not to like run my hands through my hair, and just to add like the extra oils to my hair, I try not to touch it. But my hair was so soft, I wanted to keep like running my hands through it and touching it, and so I waited the whole day, and I called her that night, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. You know, I was a skeptic at first, because I kept seeing her talk about this product, and I was like, you know, yeah, I use my stuff, I'm not even gonna look at your product. And so finally I broke down, because I was having one of those days where you just look in the mirror and you're like, ugh, my hair is limp and it's dull and I can't take it anymore. So I texted her and was like, hey girl, what is this system that you have? So she told me, and I am so excited that I tried it, because I was kind of closed-minded at first, and I'm happy that I tried it, I gave it a chance, and I love it. And I wanted to share it with you guys, because if there's anyone else out there that has like hair issues, whether it's your blonde's not staying blonde, whether you're thinning, you're noticing some bald spots. I actually still have a couple bald spots from when I had extensions years ago. I actually think I just damaged the follicle, and my stylist has pointed it out. It looks like there's like a little area. If you don't have a follicle, obviously you're not going to grow hair. There's no follicle to grow hair. But it looks like around the area I might have a little bit of growth from like around the area. But there's like one spot that I will probably never grow hair there again. And it's so minor, you can't even see it. It's underneath my hair. But I think the tension from the extension had pulled so hard that it just damaged that follicle. So I haven't had extensions for years. I don't even really do clip-ins, maybe if I have an event or a party I'm going to. But other than that, that one experience, I was like, eh. So if you're having like, you know, thinning, bald spots, if you're having like you want more volume, if your hair is really dry, or like my girlfriend says, Brillo pad, there is something in this Monat line for you. So I wanted to share the products that I've been using and what I really love, and kind of go over some of the other products just to let you know what they have. But there is a system for everyone. Even if you have healthy hair and your hair is beautiful and luxurious, and you've never, you know, chemically treated it, whether it's a perm, a color, a Brazilian blowout, whatever it may be, there's something in the line for you. So it's even for healthy hair to keep it healthy. And then if you have like problematic stuff that you want to take care of or address, they have stuff for that too. So the one thing that my girlfriend let me try in her line with the volumizing system was the Rejuvenique. And I love this product, and I'm going to go over it first because the Rejuvenique is in all their products. So this Rejuvenique oil, I don't think it's in the baby line though, but the Rejuvenique oil, it has, all their products are botanically based. They're all naturally based. There's no harmful chemicals, no parabens, no sulfates, no salt systems. I mean, it's very, very healthy. I've looked at all the ingredients. I've went through and kind of dissected them, and they're all very good for your hair. It's one of the first anti-aging lines out there. So if you want to take care of your hair, whether you are older or you're younger and you're worried about, your hair, it's nice to take care of that hair. And obviously you want your scalp to be clean. That's first and foremost the best thing. Keeping that scalp clean so the hair follicles will be clean and breathable and will be able to grow the way they should and get your hair to the state that it should be in. Because we process our hair, and even in the environment outside, things that are on our hair, lay on our hair, products that we've used over the years, hairspray, shampoos, dry shampoos. I know that's so popular, using dry shampoo to kind of go longer in between, or a lot of people use dry shampoos for texture if you're doing like a style that you want more texture. Dry shampoos are very popular. So just all of that stuff builds up in our hair over time. And the scalp is obviously dirty, and even when we wash it, the follicle is not completely clean. So this system actually gets in there and really cleans out your hair follicle, gets it back to the state it should be in, and cleans out your hair. I did notice the first time I used it, I was like, my hair feels lighter. And I'm sure I have a ton of product, even from washing and using different cleansing systems or like clarifying shampoos, things like that. My hair just felt different, and I was just like, my hair feels so light, like my head feels light. It felt really good. And so I was just so impressed. But the Rejuvenique oil is one that's going to add some major shine to your hair. If you want to have shiny hair, whether you curl it, you leave it straight, this has some really good ingredients. Absinian, which is one that mimics kind of like a silicone because there are no silicones in the products. It's one that it's really going to add like the shine. It's also really good for scalp if you have like any kind of scalp conditions or itching or dandruff or dry scalp, psoriasis, things like that. You can add the oil to your scalp and it will really help your scalp get healthy. Even if you can use this on your skin too. If you have like a burn or a cut, or I use this at nighttime with my moisturizer, or I'll just use it plain and put it on my face as like an anti-aging oil. It is clean enough to put on your face, and I love it. It smells like a very light lemon scent because there's a lot of different essential oils, botanicals, and things like that in here. There is baobab oil in here, which I use. I make a blend for an under eye treatment with the baobab oil. So there's a lot of really good ingredients in this product, and the Rejuvenique, like I said, is in all of the products. So this is one of their really good shine serums. So if you're looking for something to add shine or to treat your scalp, it's really, really good. So, and this one I can show you how it's just in like a little dropper like that. And so it's just a really fine oil. And the other thing too, when I used to put oils on, whether it's like BioSilk or there was one by, I think a Paul Mitchell smoothing one that I use. There's a few different oils that I've used. I think Keratin had one, and one other that I've used, the oils. Whenever I put the oils in my hair, I would always want to wash my hands immediately because my hands felt really sticky and oily, and I hated that feeling. And with this, when I'm done like rubbing in my hair, on my face, I love to just rub my hands together because it feels so good. The oils in here mimic your natural oils on your body. So if you have oily hair, it's not going to make you oilier, or it absorbs into the scalp. So if you're worried about like looking oily, because that was when my girlfriend told me about it, I was like, sometimes oils make my hair look really dirty or really oily. I did not have that with this. But the key to this, you do not want to overuse it. You don't want to use too much of it because then you can look really oily. So I think we're used to certain products where you have to use a ton of it, and these are so concentrated you don't have to use a ton of product, and this is one of those things you don't want to use a ton of product. So you just want to use very little. I just use literally a little tiny drop, rub it in, and then I put it in my hair. Whether it's on my ends, I massage it into my scalp, whatever it may be, you just want to use a very tiny dab of it. You do not want to use like how we normally would use an oil and like pump it into our hand, like a nickel size. You don't want to do that. That would just be too much. So that's that one. So the shampoo that I had first used is the Revive shampoo, and this one is the volumizing line, and I love this shampoo. It's the Revive, and then they have the Revitalize conditioner, and these two together, you can use these together, or like with anything in the line, you can mix and match however you like. You can do like a replenish mask if you want the volume but you're really dry. You can use a replenish mask, to get that extra moisture in your hair. But with the Revive shampoo, this stuff is just amazing. I mean, the volume that I had, I was just like, whoa. I like big hair. I love big curls. I like the big beachy waves. I just like that. And this is also good if you have like thinning hair and you want to like boost the hair, like to make it look fuller. I think my gardener is here. So hopefully you guys can't hear that. If you want to boost the hair and make it look fuller, you'll want to use the Revive shampoo. Now this is also good if you have, like, I said, the thinning hair. This is really good for that too. Now your first time using any of the shampoos, I was kind of like, okay, when I was told this, you want to put just like a dime to a nickel size in your palm, really work it into your hands first, and then put it in and start to wash. Your first wash, you're going to be like, is this working? Because it's not sudsing up like a normal shampoo would, and it feels like it's just on your hair. It doesn't feel like anything is happening. I was told that, so I was like, okay, I'm going to keep scrubbing here. I'm going to keep scrubbing. So I did. I just kept, washing. I left that on for like 1 or 2 minutes, just let it set and penetrate into my hair. I rinsed it out, and then you do it again. So same exact thing. You're going to put, about a nickel size in your palm. You're going to, rub it together, and it's really weird, but when you do it the second time and you put it on your hair, it really starts to suds up, and it really starts to get foamy, and you're like, why didn't you do this the first time? But the first time, it's really breaking down that old buildup, the shampoo, the hairsprays, dry shampoo, whatever you may have in your hair. It is now cleaning all of that out. So the first time you're going to kind of feel like it's not doing anything, and then the second time it is the weirdest thing in the world because it really does like suds up on you, and so you just keep shampooing and you'll get a better lather. A lot of my friends who have used this have told me, I need more shampoo. You do not need more shampoo. You just need your nickel size, really rub it in your palms and then put it on. But I know we're so used to using a ton of shampoo because a lot of our shampoos are made with so much water and they just suds up so much more, and they have all the extra, sulfates and things in there that really make your hair like suds up and make it bubbly like a bubble bath. But you do not need that. And so that's the thing I think a lot of people have to get used to with this line is you do not need a lot of it. Your hair is clean. It will be clean if you're just using that like nickel size amount. So a very little amount goes a long ways. So you just use the nickel size and you wash it twice. So I did that in the very beginning. I don't have to do it now because my hair, is a lot more clean, and it's gone through that detox process, because some people will experience like the detox phase of this line, which basically it's just getting rid of all the old buildup and all the stuff that we put in our hair. So when I say detox, sometimes it can mean different things for everybody. It could just be you have a little bit more shedding of your hair. You could have, some people will experience like a little bit more tangly. I use a wet brush when I get out of the shower. I used to use a wet brush to go through it, so I don't have as much tangles in my hair. The kids line detangler is awesome if you do have tangles. Us as adults, we can use that detangler in our hair, and it is really, really good. So you can use that. Also, some people might experience maybe a little bit more frizz. There's different things that you can go through the detox process. You just have to kind of work through it. And some people may experience none of the detox. But for me, I did experience some of that. Basically, well, I can't even say it was part of the detox because I'm still in my postpartum having a baby, and I think I've lost a lot of hair, which is the nice thing about this shampoo is that it's really going to help prevent the hair loss. So you're not going to, as you use the shampoo more, you're going to notice if you do have the hair falling out, you're going to notice less and less every time. So the more often you wash your hair, the more often you condition it, it's actually better for you because it's really getting rid of all of the old stuff that we've been using, and it's bringing your hair back to its natural state of where it should be. So the more you wash it, the better. And I've always been one of those that I'll try to go so long without washing my hair just because, going through beauty school, working in a salon, when I did, we all just kind of tried to go as long as we could without washing our hair because you don't want to put all the hot tools and the, blow dryer and stuff like that on your hair. So for me, when I first started this, I was excited to wash my hair. I was like, woo! Whereas before it was such a pain because my hair really does take a long time to dry. And I've noticed the more I use this, my drying time really isn't that long anymore. So it's not as bad. But before it was always like, oh, I have to wash my hair today. So now I'm just excited to wash my hair because now I feel like it's actually working and I see it. I see the difference. And if I find my before and after pictures, I'll insert them somewhere in this video for you guys to see the before and afters. So I really like the volumizing line. I cannot say enough about that because that's the first one that I used and I loved it. If you don't like volume, or you like that more of a sleek look, or your hair is very dry, very brittle, over processed, you would probably want to use the Renew shampoo. Now anybody can use the Renew shampoo even if you want volume. I mean, you can use this line, you can, like I said, mix and match, but the Renew shampoo is very good to nourish and condition your hair. So, and I feel everybody can use the Renew shampoo. If you're a little bit greasy, you'll want to be careful on like the conditioner that you use. But with the Renew shampoo, I also like the Replenish mask. This mask is really, really good, especially if you want to do like a treatment on your hair and just really feel it just be silky soft. I really like this Replenish mask. And it is a tub. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I hate sticking my hands into stuff. I really don't like that. I prefer this kind of a bottle, or like a squeezy bottle. I just hate, like even body scrubs, I hate when I get in the shower and I have to take off the lid and scoop my hand in there. But that's how the mask is. You do have to scoop your hand in there and then put it on. But what you want to do is shampoo, oh, I just dropped it. You want to shampoo with the Renew, rinse it out, you want to wash it your second time, and then again, just let that sit in there for a couple minutes, like a minute or two, let that set and then rinse it out. Then you're going to want to try to get out all the excess water, just kind of like run your hands through to like kind of wring out your hair. Get rid of the excess water, dry off your hands a little bit, and then put on the mask to put and let that set. I let mine set for about 10-15 minutes. Sometimes if I'm taking like a long bath, I'll put that in after I wash my hair and just put it up and let it just soak in. So you'll want to keep it on at least 10 to 15 minutes, or you could even do like a mask treatment if you're, doing something around the house. Just put it on and go about for 10-15 minutes, hop in the shower, rinse it out. So you can do that with the replenishing mask too. And one thing I didn't say about the shampoo line is that they do have Capixyl in there. So that's going to help your hair grow as well, all the systems. So it doesn't matter. I know we do have a line, it's the IRT line, that really helps for hair growth, and that is for like extreme cases. That's not just like, oh, I really want my hair to grow. I remember back in like, what was it, junior high school, we used to use mane and tail because it was supposedly going to make your hair grow. And so this is for like extreme cases. If you're going through a medical condition where your hair is thinning or you're losing it, or you are balding, or you have like balding spots, that would be good for you. It's not for like somebody like me. I wouldn't need to use that line because I'm not, even though I have like a couple little bald spots from extensions, I wouldn't need to use that line. You could also use from that line the intensive repair treatment, and you would just spray this on, and you can mix and match if you're going to use like the Renew shampoo. Spray this in, and this really does help with that the cells rejuvenating in your scalp, and then in the follicle it'll actually help it to grow. In our men's line, the Monat Black, this is a shampoo and conditioner. Women can use this as well. I do use this treatment. It's really good. I've always used a purple shampoo to brighten up my blonde. This is a black shampoo, and basically this is, for women, it would be like using a purple shampoo. It gets that brassiness out of your blonde. So if you're blonde and sometimes you turn a little more on the brass side after you've had your hair done, or just over time, your hair will tend to go brassy, or you just want to keep your blonde vibrant, or somebody wants to keep their grays shiny and silver. The Monat Black line is really good for that. This would be in comparison to like a purple shampoo. So you could use this, and this is an all-in-one shampoo and conditioner. I think they make it easy for guys because I know a lot of guys don't like to shampoo and then condition, or like my husband doesn't like to use conditioner. So this is an all-in-one system. So women can use this too. I know a lot of girls that do use this, and their blondes look beautiful just because it's really bright and it takes away that brassiness. But this is a really good product for that. Like I said, we have the IRT line, and that one is for hair loss, and that's, you would really want to use that only if you are in that extreme case. You wouldn't want to use that line just because. We also have an amazing dry shampoo, which I left that in my bathroom because I actually used that today on the top of my head. and on the sides. I left it in there, but it's a really good dry shampoo. It's called the Champ, and I have used dry shampoos for a long time now. I've never found one that I love. I've never been in love with a dry shampoo, so I don't use them as often. But this one, I like it because typically when I use a dry shampoo, I will use it and then I know that night I have to wash my hair because it gives you like a texture to your hair. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. It's just a way my scalp feels after I use a dry shampoo and the texture in my hair. I cannot go to bed with that feeling on my hair. I hate it. And so our dry shampoo, it does not do that to your hair. It's just very manageable, it's soft, and it's not like a weird texture to your hair or your scalp. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I know it might sound crazy. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like if you used dry shampoos before and you notice that, that feeling, then you might know what I'm talking about. But it does not do that, so I really like that. And then I've also borrowed from my girlfriend, and I just ordered it, and it should be in hopefully by the end of this week, the Rejuva beads. And I borrowed hers and I did not want to give it back. It's basically it tames your split ends on the ends. You only want to use it on the lower half of your hair. And I used it and I loved it. If you're going to keep your hair really sleek and smooth, that's when you probably really notice it. If your hair is straight, you just put it like, dab it through the ends of your hair, and you'll notice it just kind of like locks in that hair, and it just keeps everything polished and together, and it just looks beautiful. It's a really nice product, and I had to order mine because I borrowed hers, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. You just keep it on your ends, and it really does. I mean, you don't have to use it every day. You can just use it if you're, gonna leave your hair dirty for a couple days. You don't have to use it every single day. Just put it on. It's still gonna work, and I loved it. And so mine should be coming. I'm hoping. I need to check my tracking number for it, but it should be coming. And then I can also explain to you guys, there are 3 ways to buy. If you guys are interested in buying any of the systems, you can buy them individually, you can buy them as sets, you can buy them full retail price, and you would just pay, the website fee on it. You'd have to pay the shipping. We do have a United States and Canadian website, so you would click whichever flag that you need to go to, United States or Canada. And so that's one way is retail. The second way would be becoming a VIP. Becoming a VIP, you kind of have some perks. It's a $19.99, I think, membership fee, and you have to commit to 3 orders. So if you don't like the commitment, then buy retail if you don't mind, and you can push out those orders. So if your next 3, you can push them out. If you want them in 30 days, you can, 60 days, you can keep pushing them out and holding them off as long as you would like. But you have to commit to 3, and there's no way around it. And that's just the company. So what you would do is order your first kit. You'd pick whichever one you want, the volumizing, the black line, the renew, the new nourishing one, or the IRT line, or that we have a kids line too. So you would just pick whichever system you would like, and then you also get free shipping, and then you get 15% off your orders. So that's nice, and then you also get a free gift. So for doing that, you're gonna get the benefits and the perks, and you don't have to pay shipping on your orders. That is one nice thing about it. So that's the second way to buy, is if you want to become a VIP. And then the third way to buy is if you want to become a market partner. A market partner, you would buy one of the larger kits. There's 3 different kits you can choose from. And then there's no commitments. You don't have to commit to 3 orders. You don't have to commit to anything. You would just buy your kit. So if it's something you want to try a lot of products, you can buy, the smaller kit, the middle line kit, or I think it's called like a one it all, the big kit. That's like the big shebang, huge kit. So you could pick out whatever kit you want, and like I said, there's no commitments, there's no auto ships, there's nothing. So basically you buy your kit, it gets sent to you, you can use your products, there's no website fees, there's no inventory, stock, stuff that you have to carry, there's nothing. So you just buy your kit, and if you want to share it with your friends, then you can, and if you don't, then you bought your kit. It's completely up to you if you become a market partner, how you want to do it. You're going to use it the first time and love it. I was just blown away. And like I said, I was a complete skeptic. I was not sure. And even my hairstylist, it's funny. I went in to see her. Well, I've been seeing her for years now. But I went in to see her, and she was like, what happened to all your like baby flyaway breakaway stuff? And I was like, I'm using this stuff. And I was telling her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I have to try it. And she noticed a difference on my hair. But but I didn't say anything to her. You know, she was just doing my hair, and as soon as I walked in, she was like, what did you do? Like, your hair doesn't look all like flow. I'm like, I know. I've been using this stuff, and so I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I need it. My hair's like a Brillo pad. And so she was gonna try it, and she, you know, was like, okay, well, what is it? And I'm explaining it to her, because we all, you know, in the hair industry have used high quality products. So when you hear of a new product, you're like, well, what's in it? What does it do? What is it? You know, you go through all of that. So the one thing I like about this is, like I said, there's no harmful chemicals in it. It's naturally based. There's no silicones. You're not going to get that buildup feeling in your hair. And it is vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. So that's nice. And all the products are made in small batches. They're made here in the United States. They're based out of Florida. They're made in an FDA-approved factory, so that's nice. So they do make them in small batches just so they're consistent. They don't make them in large batches. They don't overheat process them and boil them. They use like a reverse osmosis to do the line. I mean, they really have gone through and just outdone themselves on the product line. I mean, it really is, if you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, it's a really good line. And that's why I was just impressed. I was just like, whoa, this company is amazing. But they've done the research, they have the clinical studies, they have done, like, put a lot into this company before they even brought it out. They wanted to make sure they had that research, they wanted to make sure they had the clinical studies, all of that stuff. And I mean, it really does show. I mean, even their bottles, like, they look so nice. Like, they look like they would be, you know, a high-end on your salon shelf type bottle. And so that's the nice thing about them. And they really smell good. They don't use perfumes and like all that stuff in them. They just smell very clean, very like spa-like and clean. And I like that because I hate over perfumey, florally. I don't like that kind of stuff at all. So that's nice. So anyway, there were the 3 ways to buy. Sorry, I went off on my little tangent, but there's 3 ways to buy. You either buy retail, you buy as a VIP, or you can buy as a market partner. And I will put the links down below so you guys can check it out and, you know, go to the website, play around, click on things, look at the different stuff that they have, look at the different lines, but they are just really, really good. I just cannot say enough about this company. So I'm just really excited that I had an open mind and that I tried it and listened to her and just like waded through that whole, you know, trying to get my hair adjusted and detoxing. And so, like I said, there is a line for everywhere, and from healthy hair, color treated hair, extensions, kids, all the way up into the hundreds. So if you guys have any questions or want some help with figuring out a system for you, just message me or leave them in the comments. I will put my email down below and the website so you guys can check it out. They also have a vitamin line. It's the S3 is their vitamin. There's a vitamin line, or a vitamin, not a line, just a vitamin. And then they also have a lash serum. I have it, but I haven't tried it yet. I actually just got it in last week, and I have not had a chance to use it yet. So they also have a lash serum to have your lashes grow. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that on the kits, on the VIP, the Just For You, the free gift that they give, that's a really cool thing because they always have like flash sales, and then if you're a VIP, you get a, is it Just For You or Only For You? Let me find it. It's an Only For You product. So that's kind of cool that with every order that you have as a VIP, you get a product. I think the value is up to $25, and it could be, you know, they've had a curl cream, they've had the blowout cream, they've had different things. So I think it's really neat, and that's, you know, awesome. It's not like a little travel size, it's a full size bottle, and it says Just For You on the little bottle. Kind of cool. Just like an extra perk, but they always do that kind of stuff for, you know, their clients or customers, is like throw something in or do these flash sales, which are really cool. So you have those benefits and perks too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.